The Anker Nano travel adapter is small, slim, lightweight with plug adapters that cover most of the world's plug types. It has 4 USB ports, 2 C, 2 A, and a universal AC plug adapter on the front. I like this adapter because of the size, but one con to this design is it's a little bit underpowered, only 20 watts if you're just using one of the USB-C ports. But if you add a second cord over here, now you're only splitting 15 watts. So this is a good charger for a cell phone, but it's not really great for quick charging multiple devices, and it's going to be underpowered for a laptop unless you have a regular AC power cord in the front without a ground. As far as testing this adapter goes, I've had it for about a month. I've taken it on several short weekend trips. However, I haven't had a chance to take this on an international trip yet. So far, I've been generally impressed with this adapter. It's small, lightweight, fits in my travel bag easy because of the slim design. The plugs on the back are all really easy to open and use, and I like the multiple USB-C ports that I use the most. What I've been impressed with the Nano so far is the size and the weight. It's much slimmer, less blocky than these kind of standard large cube style chargers. This style of adapter works great. They tend to have the same style of plug adapters on the back. This is a little bit more high powered, but as you can see, it's quite a bit larger, bulky, and it weighs a lot more. Comparing the weights on my scale, the Anker comes in at 3.7 ounces, 107 grams, compared to this Epica charger, 176 grams or 6.2 ounces. So this is about 60% higher weight and quite a bit larger. On the back, it has all the major international travel adapters, easy to get out, just slide this little button. It's going to be US, turn for Australia, and the bottom is going to have G for the UK, and down here is C for Europe, and all the other countries that use variations of these plug types. On the front side is a universal AC adapter if you just want to use your regular plug. This is the US plug. It'll fit right in there. This is the one for the EU. Only downside with this is it doesn't have that third hole for the grounding pin. So now I'll show you how the wattage on this adapter works and all the different configurations and plug types. So remember I said that the max wattage output on this was 20 watts, which is pretty good for a fast charge on just one cell phone. However, this only works at that higher power if you're just using one of the USB-C plugs and nothing else. So now let's say you want to plug in a second device into the second USB-C charger. Now the wattage drops to 15, and that's going to be split between these two devices. So about 7.5 going out to each one. And this is going to be reduced even further when you start adding the third and fourth USB-A plugs. So really it's 20 watts, but that's going to be split between all these plugs. You're only going to get that total for every device you have plugged in here. So like I said earlier, this is going to be good for fast charging one smaller device like a cell phone, or slower overnight charging if you're going to be using multiple devices. One saving grace on this adapter though is you can use the USB plugs for lower powered overnight charging. If you want something more powerful, just use this as a plug adapter and the AC plug on the front for full powered charging. So for example, this is going to be too low powered for laptop charging at just the 20 watts. You're going to need more like 65 plus. So you can use this plug adapter into the wall, take your power cord for your laptop, or if you have a GAN charger, plug that into here. This is your adapter, and you're going to plug your laptop into this. So definitely some pros and cons to this setup, and it's not going to work for everybody in every travel situation, but there are some scenarios where I think this is a good option. The best use case scenario for this adapter, I think, is if you have 1 to 2 people visiting various countries where you're going to need to use multiple plug types and plug multiple devices in at the same time. You're going to be okay with slow charging or just charging your devices overnight, or if you have larger devices that need AC power, not using the USB, and you just need to use this as a plug adapter. Where I think this adapter wouldn't work great is if you're just visiting one country or region that just has one of these types of adapters. You don't need to change back and forth, or if you only have 1 or 2 devices that need to be charged. Or if you have something that needs more power that can be charged with USB-C, in that case, I think something like this, more powerful, it's a Minix 65 watt GAN charger, works great. Adapters are separate, but you only need to carry one in this scenario. So that's all I have for this review on the Anker Nano travel adapter. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions. And again, thanks for watching.